it's nice and peaceful here today. I'm so sorry about the last video. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I'd already started and then they started making noises, these builders, and it was it was a real shame because I should have just stopped the video really, but because I'd already started it and I was in such a good frame of mind to do a video, so I didn't really want to stop. But I think next time that happens, I will just stop the video and do it another time. It's just, you know, sometimes they do stop quite quickly, but unfortunately, I think most of the weekend video, there was just loads and loads of drilling the whole way through, but I'm hoping that the messages still came through okay. I sort of did try and watch it and, oh, my hair. I did try and watch it to check. And I felt like there was a lot of really good messages that came through on that video, and that's how I felt. Spirit, I really felt Spirit had hold of me, and that's why I sort of just wanted to proceed. But I don't know, maybe I should have left it. Never mind anyway, because it's really peaceful here at the moment. I know I can't speak too soon, but I think it's going to be okay. I've got a good feeling for this video that it's going to be nice and quiet. So this is for Monday and the beginning of the week. I hope your weekend was okay. Weekend can be actually a very challenging time because often that's when superego comes out to play, and you might notice a lot of internal conflict starts coming up. You can end up with a lot of mind activity or pain body, and it's just what the superego likes to do to us at the weekend sometimes when there's less to do. But saying that, my weekends always seem to be really bloody busy. I don't seem to get very quiet. I try now to make Sunday a quiet day where I don't do too much or see many people or work, but sometimes that doesn't always work out. I do try to keep Sundays because it is important, if you can, to have like one day a week where you really do just pull back from the physical reality. You know, if you're really, I know on this soul family, we're all really like, our main priority really is our awakening journey. If it wasn't your main priority, you probably wouldn't be watching this channel because you'd be watching another tarot channel about twin flames, or I mean, my channel used to do the twin flame reading and stuff, but the last 2023 was a transition away from doing the twin flame soulmate readings, because it should all be about ourselves and our journey to get to know ourselves, because it's only through yourself that you will find Spirit. It's only through yourself that you will find the love of Spirit and really access divine consciousness, you know, and that's, I think, what we really want, isn't it, deep down? When you've got a love of another, it's just the love of self that you're experiencing, and that's why the twin flame journey is an awakening experience, because there's something about that person that starts to awaken something within you, and it feels like a very torturous journey. And it is, because it's torturous to come back to ourselves because we lost ourselves, and the love you feel for that person is really just, it's really just that person is reminding you of the love you have for yourself, but you've kind of momentarily lost that love for yourself, and you think you love that other person more than you love yourself. And when you're in pain because of that person, you think the pain is about the fact that that person is running away from you, but really it's just the pain that you're in separation from your connection to yourself, you know. And it took me 3 long years of doing those readings, and I kept saying, we must connect to ourselves, and I was endeavouring to do it, and it's only now that I finally feel like I actually am, and it's really nice. So If you need help with connecting to yourself because you still feel like you're in a painful place, please do contact me. Please, please. Because you don't have to stay like that. It's, you know, I can help guide you back to yourself. Because it's not really the pain of other people you're feeling. It's the pain of not being connected to yourself. But the ego is constantly telling us we're feeling pain because of another person, and that is not the case, I can promise you now. So, I've got my lovely Wednesday Adams mug today. I'm drinking chamomile tea. I just fancied that this morning. And I'm going to show you a little something. My little crow. I don't think you've seen my little crow. I may have showed it on the channel when I first got it a couple of years ago. So I was still quite disconnected to myself when I bought this crow. But there was something inside me that I wanted a gothic crow, right? And yeah, we can't find ourselves through objects, but when you're really disconnected from yourself, it's a way of beginning the journey, you know, to actually try to connect to a core part of yourself, like your inner child, and something quite childlike. And I found a lot of childlike things have helped me in the journey coming back to my true self, you know. And I don't really need Crowy now. I don't cuddle Crowy anymore. I actually cuddle a Squishmallow. It's a strawberry milkshake Squishmallow. Perhaps I'll show you that sometime. But you know, these little childlike things are a really good way of starting to connect back to your true self. And then in the end, you don't need objects to do it, but sometimes it can help if you're very lost. So I'm sending you lots of love, and I just thought I'd show you my little crow. I still love him, even though I don't really need him. He needs me. Oh dear. Right, so we are going to do these readings for Monday and the week ahead for all signs of the zodiac. And if you know your chart, then you might be able to watch a few of the messages. And if you don't know your chart, you can go online, because someone did ask me the other day. You can go online and you can type in, you need your date of birth, your time of birth, and your place where you was born. And you can type that in a natal calculator, that's what they're called, or a birth chart calculator, and then it will come out with your birth chart, okay? And then you can see the main placements. And if you want me to do it, then I'll do it, and we can do it in a session. But when I do it with you, we will be looking at really honing in on certain parts of your chart to really help you understand your energy in this lifetime and what you're really sort of like, because your superego will tell you you are this image of yourself and it's not really who you are, okay? And that's what's obstructing you from being your true spirit, your true nature. That's what's obstructing you from your I am presence and really being in your true power of spirit's love. So we've got this deck today for our relationship message. I'm going to use this deck for, like, you know, external energies and your energy, because everything's a mirror. And I'm going to use the mermaid deck for our messages from our spirit guides. What is our spirit guides helping us with? I cannot believe I've been talking for 9 minutes. It didn't even feel like I was talking that long. But I suppose I did show you the crow. I thought I'm going to start sharing a few little things, because it's quite nice sometimes to see what other people are doing, isn't it? So I'm sending you lots of love. Let's go into Taurus for Monday and the week ahead. Okay, compromise. Compromise is not submission. Okay, so there may be somebody in your reality who is showing you that you need to start compromising. This person needs to compromise, okay? So there is a person in your reality who needs to compromise more, but it's just a mirror that also you need to compromise more. And I know that can be very hard to take, you know, I know it can be hard to take, but we can always try to be more and more humble, because honestly, the more humble you are, you will receive blessings. Yeah? And I know, because I've found that process really difficult, to be really humble and compromise. But you will receive blessings for it, okay? Let's see what else we're getting. If you don't, the thing is as well with that, if you don't start to compromise and be more humble to spirit, you know, you will stay stuck in pain, and you will stay stuck in suffering, because essentially you're not then surrendering to spirit. You know, spirit knows what is best for you. It may make no literal sense, but honestly, if you can be humble and surrender and accept it, you will be blessed by spirit, because spirit will know that you're becoming more humble. Spirit will know you're accepting, you know, all the hard things, all the horrible things. But if you try your best to endeavour to surrender and be humble about it, spirit will feel that. It's a divine energy, surrender. And spirit will bless you, and you will be released from suffering and feeling very stuck, okay? What else is going on? You may feel very triggered about feeling connected to yourself. There's loads of mind activity here about yourself, your identity, who you are, and it might be driving you crazy, but honestly, it's really worth the journey, because I do think you are getting closer to your true self. You know, so by being humble and compromising and accepting things that you don't really like and just trying to surrender to it, spirit is guiding you back to you, back to your true self, and you are going to end up really happy. There is a delay with something and mystery around something, but this is going to progress this week, okay? There is going to be forward movement this week. You might not end up exactly where you want to be this week, but you'll definitely notice you're more going in the right direction towards what you really want, okay? So hang in there, all right? It does feel testing for Taurus at the moment, in terms of your identity and who you are and what is right for you. It is challenging, but you're going to be heading forth in the right direction this week. And I am so attracted to you. Oh, so there could be an opportunity or a person that is attracted to you, and equally you are very much attracted to a person or an opportunity in your life right now. So look, you know, it's going to come. There is something coming for Taurus, which is totally going to happen. It's inevitable. It's just there's some hiccups at the moment that are making either hiccups, obstructions, delays, mystery, and it could be driving you crazy. But I'm being shown in the cards that this opportunity or this situation is going to happen. And this week you will be moving towards it more smoothly than probably last week, okay? And Spirit is sending you lots and lots of lovely energy to remain positive at the moment on this journey that you're on, okay? So Spirit is basically saying, you know, you are gonna be supported by Spirit this week to feel more positive, to notice that you are moving in the right direction towards what you desire. You're moving in the right direction towards being your true self. So it is an improvement this week for Taurus after maybe things feeling glitchy and triggering. All right, so I'm sending you lots of love. I really am. Let's go into Virgo. Virgo for Monday and the week ahead. Past. Leave the past in the past. Okay, so somebody connected to you really needs to leave the past in the past. But equally as well, this is a message for you that you also need to leave the past in the past now, Virgo. Okay, and that is the best thing you can do. You are where you are right now. Okay, what else are we getting? You've been through a very confusing time, but you this week will notice you are starting to learn to trust more in the process of your life. Okay, you're learning to trust more in yourself, and you're learning to trust more in the process of your life after what has been a very confusing time. You're getting more clarity, you're getting more vision, and Virgo, the answer does lie within. Okay, you know, you may appear cold to some people, but you are basically kind of, you have been grieving for something to do with the past, but you are now getting more vision for the future. And Spirit is saying that although there's something still not really harmonizing for you, there's something still not really coming together, the answer does lie within you. And the more you go deep, like this High Priestess energy, go deep and connect to your true self and just learn to trust more and more and more, this situation that feels quite stuck at the moment, or, you know, there has been something that was very confusing. I don't think you're so confused now. I think you've got the clarity, and I think you've got the understanding that you didn't previously have. You've got the clarity, you've got the vision, you've got the understanding, but what you still need to do is connect a bit more to your true self and really learn to trust more and more. Okay, this is what Spirit is saying. And if you do that, things are going to finally move forward for you. There's somebody in your life that has been going through a spiritual lesson, and they are starting to feel more grateful again about life, okay? And equally, you have been going through a very difficult, confusing spiritual lesson that has probably felt very blocked, but you are now starting to realise that you are grateful for everything you have been learning. You are starting to trust more, and you have got more clarity and vision for what you need to do going forward. You just need to spend more time connecting to your true self, because that will really, the more you're connected to your true self consistently, your energy will signal out a totally different transmission to the universe, and then your situation will finally move forward. So you're kind of going in the right direction nicely, and Spirit is helping you to feel more hopeful this week. How lovely. So you are getting more faith, you are getting more hope, you are getting more vision, you are getting more clarity, and all you need to do is just honour Spirit even more at the moment. The more you just keep honouring Spirit and being your true self, you're going to be sending out this lovely energy to the universe, and your situation will start moving forward. You know, you may have been confused previously over what it was you really wanted, and that is, I think, the final thing. You know, getting absolute clarity over yourself, because that's going to give you clarity over what it is you truly do want. You know, and things can only really manifest when we actually have that real truth about what it is we really want. Okay, and we can't know what we really want until we really know ourselves. Do you see what I mean? It's such a, we think we know what we want, but we don't, because you cannot know what you really want until you actually know your true self. And that's why things usually don't manifest, and why things are staying stuck. Okay, and not many people actually talk about that on YouTube. You know, if you actually look up videos of why is something not manifesting for you, they'll say it's because you don't believe in it, but they won't actually tell you it's actually because you don't know yourself. You know, the reason why you can't believe in something really happening is because you don't know your true self. Once you know your true self, then you'll know what you believe in, and then you'll start things will start manifesting. Do you see what I mean? I hope that makes sense, because I'm rambling a bit there, but it is secret. That's why I go on about it all the time, knowing yourself. Let's go into Capricorn. Capricorn for Monday and the week ahead. Yay. Lessons. Love teaches us many lessons. So somebody you know is going through a lot of lessons in their love life because they've had hell of a lot of lessons to learn. And equally, you have had lots of lessons to learn through love as well. All different types of love, you know, not just romantic love, but it can be all different types of love. Spirit has been teaching you lessons through lots of different types of love. Okay, so you've recently sort of felt like it was imperative for you to get in your true alignment, and so something had to go. Either you've departed a situation, or you've you know, decided to walk away from something, depart something, or you've decided to be more unpredictable about something, because what you really want is, you know, a wake-up call. What you really want is, you know, coming back to your own journey, your own rebirth, and starting to feel more emotionally fulfilled and happy again. So you're leaving something alone. You know, it could be a person you're walking away from. It could be an unfulfilling situation you're walking away from. Most likely it's a habit that you had, and you're not going to keep walking away from your own emotional and spiritual fulfillment. You know, you're just not going to do it to yourself anymore. You are going to prioritise your emotional and spiritual fulfillment now. You know, you can't keep abandoning yourself, you know. And the Wheel of Fortune is turning for you this week, which is rather nice. And you're becoming more committed to yourself and your journey. And yeah, you know, other people might think you're becoming a bit boring. Who cares? Because the Knight of Pentacles always reaps the rewards, you see. So it's like, you know, I might appear boring, but I'm actually going to reap the rewards of being boring, and you're making some very steady progress here. The Wheel of Fortune is turning for Capricorn, so things are basically on the up for you, but I think that is because you have basically decided to stop doing something that was kind of hindering you, okay? It could have been like a bad habit that you had, or, like I said, abandoning yourself in some way. Okay, so somebody replays your conversations over and over again. And equally, this is something that you were doing or have been doing, replaying conversations over and over, or memories over and over. You know, and when you're doing that, it's just a call. There's definitely a wake-up call here for Capricorn to basically like reconnect with your truth, reconnect with what makes you happy. So, you know, you're realising that now. And because that Wheel of Fortune is turning, I know that Spirit is saying it's time. It is time now for you to commit to yourself. It's time to leave something alone that wasn't doing you any good. And it's time to just really awaken, you know, to committing to yourself. All right? You've learned a lot of lessons. Someone you know is still learning lessons, and they're still thinking about the lessons they've learned from you. You know, let's see what else Spirit is helping you with. Abundance. Wow. Yes. I mean, the Knight of Pentacles, your money is going to improve, believe it or not. Spirit's supporting your money to improve. How does that happen? When you are disconnected from yourself because you're doing things, you're putting your attention elsewhere, you know, you're basically far further away from Spirit, and Spirit is where the true abundance comes from. As we, you know, really do dedicate ourselves to our journey, we come back closer to spirit, and spirit is going to bless you with abundance for that, because that's, you know, spirit, it's much easier for spirit to give you money and abundance of all types of things. So it could be an abundance of information that's helpful, an abundance of love and support, abundance of money. There's lots of abundance coming to Capricorn over the next week. I think spirit is saying, well done, you've learnt your lessons. You've finally realised what spirit was trying to say. And now you're committing to yourself. Spirit is going to be blessing you with good fortune, Capricorn. So that's a good reading for you this week. I am very happy for you. Okay, let's see what we get for Gemini. No, Aquarius next. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice working when it's peaceful. Oh my God. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, Aquarius for Monday and the week ahead. Let's see what we get. Chemistry. Embrace a mutual attraction. All right. So somebody is attracted to you and they feel your chemistry. And equally, you are attracted to somebody and you feel the chemistry. You know, there's either a person or a situation that you are very attracted to at this time, and this chemistry attraction that you have towards this thing or this person is kind of happening because you actually have figured out how to have attraction towards yourself. You know, so once you get the attraction to yourself more, that's when everything starts to open up and we start to make all those connections and we start realizing what we're really attracted to, and we start attracting things. Do you see? It all has to come from the attraction within first. So great news for you there, Aquarius. Things are really starting to happen for you this week. Yeah, you've really been making the right decisions for you. You're very clear on the decisions that you are now making because you've got such clarity, and people are going to be recognising you. People are just going to be recognising how freaking awesome you are. And you're freaking awesome because you've got clarity. That is making you very attractive and people are recognising you for it. You know, there's basically like a new beginning here for you that is divinely timed. It probably is sort of almost coming out the blue in a way, and it does beckon a new chapter in your life. It's exciting. You might be a bit scared, but Spirit is saying that it's worth pacing yourself, and as long as you take it slowly, then it's going to result in wise action. Let's see what external energies you get. Oh, blimey. I replay our conversations over and over. Okay, this card just came out before, but it's here again. All right, Aquarius, there's somebody that does think about the conversations they have with you, or they think about you over and over again, all right? And equally, there seems to be some sort of thought, something you've been thinking about, could be a person, but it's probably something else to do with you. Oh, the dog's barking. All right, Gilbert. It's because the neighbour's dog's just walked up here. All right, Gilbert, don't worry. Don't worry. So, you know, I replay our conversations over and over. There's something you've been thinking about over and over and over again. And now you've got clarity over it. Now you've got clarity, you're going to get recognised Okay, you're going to get recognized. And I think normally what happens is you might just go crazy with this new beginning and be like all over the place, but I don't think that's going to happen this time. I think you're going to deal with this new beginning in a really mature way, and you're going to deal with it in a very wise way. And so don't worry. Okay, don't worry about whatever new opportunity you are currently about to go into, because you're going to deal with it in a way that is much more wise. And I'll be honest with you, in these cards, I can see, Aquarius, you are definitely attracting attention and recognition. And it is because you now have the clarity over yourself that this is now happening, okay? And Spirit is bringing you blessings. They're saying you're going to be blessed. So please, Aquarius, do not worry. You're going to get the attention or the recognition that you finally deserve. You are attracting this opportunity. You're going to deal with it wisely. You've been thinking about it a lot, and now it's finally going to be happening. And it is going to be a blessing in your life, all right? That's pretty amazing. That's a pretty amazing reason. Oh, look at Gilbert. Isn't he cute? So laying down there. Right, we're going to go into Gemini now. Gemini for Monday and the week ahead, okay? Let's see, Gemini, what we get. I'm sending you lots of love across Gaia. Let's see what we get for Gemini. Okay, expectations. Have realistic expectations. Somebody connected to you needs to have more realistic expectations, and equally, you need to have realistic expectations over something in your life as well. Okay. Let's see what else we're getting. Maybe you do have realistic expectations now. Basically, you're coming into your truth, and it's still a journey for you. To stand by your truth and really get to know yourself, because the only reason something has been stuck and you're sort of waiting to find out the answers is because it's just about really staying in the energy of you and maintaining that vibration consistently. God, there was another zodiac sign that had pretty much the same message. I can't think who it was, but that's the message from Spirit. It has been like a bolt out of the blue. It's unavoidable about you coming into your truth at this time in your life, and you have got to stay with that energy consistently for a bit longer before this situation will move forward properly, because vibrationally we do have to be consistent with our vibration for it then to manifest out into the physical reality. I do think it will manifest into the physical reality. Whatever it is that you are now understanding about yourself and your life, knowing that this is meant for you and you know this is what you have to do, you are now going to be this week really working towards it nicely, and you're going to get your wishes fulfilled. Okay? You're gonna get what you want. It is taking a lot of work and a lot of patience and perseverance, like I said. Okay, somebody connected to you buries themselves in work too much. They work too much, or they're too busy. They're trying to block something out. I don't think this person is very well connected to themselves. But equally, you may have been keeping yourself too busy at times, and they're not really connecting enough to yourself. But I think the next week you're just really slaying it, honestly, Gemini, and you are going to be so focused on yourself and being really, really clear about who you are and what is important to you. And it is going to start becoming a dream come true for you. Spirit is saying turn away. Okay, so they're helping you to turn away from, I guess, the old ways, like the old you, the old life, the past. They're getting you to turn away because it is really now about you following your wishes fulfilled, all right? Following your truth. The Tower card is all about coming into our truth, no matter how freaking hard it is. So that's what you're doing, and Spirit is helping you to turn away from the past, turn away from anything that confuses your vibration, and it's all going to happen for you. It's all going to happen. Your wishes are going to be fulfilled. All right, Gemini? Let's go into Aries. Oh no, what am I saying Aries for? Libra. Oh, my brain at the moment is just, I don't know. My brain does that. Okay, we're going to go into Libra now. Let's see what we get. Past. Leave the past in the past. Admitting. It's okay to admit errors and put things right. Okay, so somebody connected to you needs to put the past in the past. Equally, you need to put the past in the past now, all right? And admitting, okay, it says here, it's okay to admit errors and put things right. Okay, so somebody connected to you could really do with admitting more often, kind of when they take wrong action, if you like. And it would be more humble of them if they could just admit when they do things wrong. And they probably find that really hard because of their past and stuff. But equally, for you, it's fine as well to just admit if you kind of took an ego approach and you had sort of gone the wrong way about something. It's fine if you feel you now need to sort of change slightly what you're doing or slightly change your approach. That's all good. Let's see what else we're getting. Okay, so you've got here an amazing reading actually. There is a karmic completion happening here. It's quite mental. It has been a long time coming, and Spirit's guiding you forth. I can tell you now. There's somebody in Spirit, you know, who is guiding you to complete some kind of weird karmic journey that you have been on for a hell of a long time. Maybe you did make mistakes along the way and you realise now, I wish I hadn't dealt with it like that, because this could have all been cleared up a lot sooner, but it doesn't matter. You've got there at the divine time. It was probably always going to play out this way. Let's see what else we're getting here. Oh, yes. There's stuff here being revealed to you all the time about your ancestry. So maybe people in your bloodline hold keys and secrets to your own karmic patterns, and you know that there's been other people in your soul family or your bloodline that have had the same type of issues as you. And I feel like a lot is being revealed to you at this time about your issues, either your issues to do with past lives, you know, that you dealt with in past lives, or issues in this life, but you know it runs through the family, okay? And there's so much being revealed, and this is going to give you such clarity now and such happiness. There's something really freaking amazing going on for Libra in this soul family at the moment. It is, I feel it is liberating you from suffering, because there's something being revealed here. But Spirit doesn't want you to keep looking back into the past, I will say that. This is now about you just embracing a happier time in your life, knowing that Spirit is guiding you at this time to clear a lot of things up and become a happier person. And there is information definitely going to be revealed here that kind of gives you this joy, finally, because I think you're understanding a lot more. And the external energy, I wish things could be different. So I think there's somebody that wishes things could be different in their life, or maybe with you. But equally, like, this is how you have felt. And it's like, you know, I wish things could be different. But it's like you could only get things to be different by sorting out your own patterns and habits. And that's what you're doing. I feel like it's a divine time in your life for some sort of habit or pattern, you know, to finally be over. And it's amazing. Like, there is such a spiritual connection coming here for Libra in this soul family at this time, you know. Let's see what Spirit's helping you with. Oh, dreaming. So there's something to do with dreaming that is key to this whole thing that you're going through at the moment. I feel your dreams are finally coming true. And I feel Spirit is guiding you home, if you like. And I feel like you're going to be very happy. There's like a lot of clarity, like I said, happening for you at this time. And it's going to clear up a lot of confusion, or stop a path you were on that you were just fed up of. All right, so I hope that helps. But it is all about the future for you now, and things finally will be different. So it's really good news for Libra. Let's go into Leo. I see little Gilbert laying down there. So cute. Oh, bless him. I like it when he lays there. It's kind of cute to see him. Okay, stability. Right, this is for Leo. Set a solid foundation. So somebody connected to you needs more stability at this time. They need to be more stable. And equally, you as well basically really want to have more stability, right? And that's what you're working on. Let's see what else we're getting. Your mental health, there's a new positive chapter here, all right, Leo, for your mental health. The ego is to do with like the false self, and it usually gives us quite bad mental health. And then this is about a new opportunity that is basically more stable. I think it's going to be a happier time going forward for you, for your mental health. And that's what it's all about. And your money will increase. You know, the more better your mental health improves, the more your money improves. Because it's all connected to the same thing, source. So, okay, a new opportunity. Good news for you this week. Good news, and feeling attracted to your stability. It's kind of funny that is coming through very clearly in this Leo reading here. Okay, Page of Wands is about being attracted to something, and Four of Wands represents stability. It's like the four corners of a house, and it's nice and stable. And it's you're reaching a milestone where you kind of celebrate and you think, yes, thank God, you know, thank God I've got this far. There's still a long way on your journey that you're looking forward to going, but you're reaching a nice point here. You're coming a long way. You just want to take this opportunity now to improve your life and improve your mental health. And like I said, it's going to have a positive impact on your money. You're going to just go where you're guided, basically. You're going to go where you're excited and feeling attracted to this more happier home life, or this more happier foundation in your life, feeling more stable. It's the right thing to do. I don't think you're going to get tempted into anything anymore that is just not for you. There's somebody that has thought about you a lot, and equally you've thought about them a lot. It says here, I replay our conversations over and over. You know, there was probably something that you were trying to figure out, and I think you finally are figuring it out, and now it makes sense to you exactly what you need to do. And it's like, I'm not going to let this situation mess with me anymore. You know, I'm not even going to let my own head mess with me anymore. I'm going where I feel attracted and where I feel good and where I feel stable. And there's no stopping you. This does mark the beginning of a more stable life for you, Leo. Your spirit guides are talking about friendship. So they're helping you to become a better friend to yourself. And you're actually going to find that you are surrounded more now by the right people. You weren't previously, you know, your devil card. Amazing for you there, Leo. Really good. Okay, let's go into Aries next. We're going to see what we get for Aries. Okay. Aries for Monday and the week ahead. Let's see what we get. Abundance. Open to accept an abundance of love. So somebody connected to you is opening more up to their abundance, which is really good. So things are improving for them, and equally you are more connected to yourself and you're becoming more abundant all the time. Your money's going to be improving because you're just much more your true self now. And, you know, our money always goes up when we're more in our true self, but it's not the reason we do it, obviously. Okay, yeah, I mean, you're getting a lot more awareness over a really difficult time that you've been through, where you felt like an outsider, okay? And maybe sometimes you still do feel like an outsider, but you've just got such a better understanding of what that means now. And I think, you know, I don't think you find that feeling threatening or upsetting anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, I have been an outsider. I don't need to feel bad about that. It's something that is actually very empowering and enlightening to be an outsider, because when you're an outsider, you're not influenced by other people's ego. And you can actually, when you're an outsider, you're actually much closer to spirit. So, Aries, what can I say? You are embracing your differences and how you're different, and that's freaking awesome. Let's see what else we're getting. You're just embracing you as you are. And if you're unconventional, if you're an outsider, if you like to do things differently, you're embracing it, and it's making you more abundant, you know. You may get a pull to, I don't know, maybe slip back into a bit of self-deception here, and forget, and sort of like momentarily, it's like weird, it's like you're going through a process of realising how cool it is to be an outsider, realising how much more connected to spirit you are when you are unconventional and when you are an outsider. But then sometimes your ego is trying to mess with your head again, you know. But I think overall what's happening over the next week is you do see this opportunity now to just run with spirit. You know, I think you see an opportunity in your life now to say, I don't need to be fake anymore or please other people anymore. I can actually take this opportunity from Spirit to just be really, really real about who I am. Your own head might play games with you at times, but I just think it won't really work anymore, because you would rather go with the more like spiritual and exciting way of life. So I don't think you're going to allow anyone to manipulate you. I don't think you're going to allow anyone to play games with you. And I think you're going to be ultra clear in your own head. I'm not going back to any of the old games or dramas that I used to play in my own head. Somebody here does love you unconditionally. And that's why, yeah, there's no need to play games, or, you know, if they do play games, it's just unconscious, because somebody does love you unconditionally, and you unconditionally love them. So there's no need for dramas, there's no need for games, there's no need for deception. It's like, this is an opportunity now for Aries in this soul family to just be really real, and to really just be so much more like a higher level of consciousness in your life, and just rise above negativity. It's like, you know, when they say like things, when you change your perception of things change. And it's like that. It's like, I think that's what Aries in this soul family is going through. It's like, I used to see things in a negative way, but now I'm actually realizing that those same things are actually pretty cool, and it doesn't bother me in the slightest. I think a lot of love is going to be revealed to you, because you're standing in your power. You're standing in your authenticity. This is a opportunity for you to turn the tables around and be the bigger person and shine your light and be really cool. And not, you know, you're not being bullied or controlled anymore. You're actually standing in your power and shining, and you're rising above the darkness, and you're not even going to let your own head play games with you and drag you down anymore about things. You're just way over it. Look at spirits. They're helping you to go with the flow. You're going with the flow. You're not going to let anything get you down anymore. You're way past that. And you're actually at a very innovative, exciting time in your life where, to be honest with you, anything is possible now. You're headed towards abundance. You're headed towards getting offered some kind of really cool opportunity that I think has been in the making for you for ages. So you're just going with the flow, and it's all going to come to you. Okay, brilliant for Aries there. It's really cool. So it's like how you turn negatives into positives just because you're at a higher state of consciousness. It's mental. It's mental, isn't it? Right. Sagittarius for Monday and the beginning of the week. Choices. Pause before you choose. All right. Pause before you choose. Somebody needs to pause before they choose what they do next. They do have choices, and it would be best if they could just, you know, pause before they go to the next thing. And equally you as well. There's something that it would be worth you creating more space before you proceed with the next lot of tasks or your next steps. Let's see what else we get. You're being very responsible about the long term, and you're trying to make the right decisions. You're entering into a new long-term chapter in your life. Okay, this is a new long-term chapter in your life, divinely orchestrated by Spirit. Spirit's been working behind the scenes on this. There are choices. It is tempting to allow the mind to kind of attack you and, you know, get your mental health a bit stressed out, because there's so many different options or ways that things could go. But you've got to put all of that to one side, and that's why I think space is really necessary. Just keep giving yourself lots of space, because in space, you know, when we create space, that's when we, you know, spirit can enter, okay? Spirit can enter that space and basically keep us on track so that we don't drive ourselves crazy. When there's no space, what that means is the mind, the ego is just running riot with us. Yeah, and I mean, my brain used to be like that all the freaking time, and it still can be at times, but not nearly as much. Okay, so the next week, it's really important for you to just keep creating space. By that I mean mental space, no thought activity. Spirit can enter, okay? Because to be honest with you, you're going into a new long-term chapter. That is very positive for you. So we don't want to allow the mind to try to attack you with negative thoughts about it. You know, there could be fearful thoughts coming up or negative thoughts coming up, and you don't need any of that, because you are entering a new long-term chapter that Spirit has been working towards, and also you've been working towards it as well. So no self-sabotage, please, Sagittarius. God, I sound like your mother. Your spiritual mother. Let's see what you're getting. Oh my God, this card. I want to throw it in the bin. It's coming through for a reason. I replay our conversations over and over. There's somebody that thinks about you a lot, and they think about the things that you say a lot. And also you equally must think about conversations you're having with people. And it's kind of a subliminal message, okay, when we do that. When we're replaying conversations that we've had with other people over in our minds, it's a subliminal message that something in here is trying to get your attention. You're trying to contact your own self. It's not about the conversations with other people that you've been having. It's the conversation with yourself. So there's something deeper going on for you, trying to guide you within, so that you don't let yourself sabotage what can be a very good new chapter for you now. Let's see what else we're getting. Spirit is reminding you, Sagittarius, that you are a free spirit. All right, you are a free spirit. So you've got to go with the flow. You've got to keep that mind empty, and you've got to go with the flow where Spirit is taking you, because Spirit's beckoning you forth into this new beginning, this new chapter. All right, so you just got to be a free spirit and go with it, baby. And don't allow thoughts to sabotage this, okay? Create space and pace it, you know, pace it. All right, this is a message. I hope it helps. Slap me if it doesn't help. Okay, let's go into Scorpio. Right, I'm getting a bit thirsty now. Scorpio, for the beginning of the week, Monday. Let's see what message we get for you, Scorpio. Letting go. Sometimes letting go is necessary, okay? Letting go is sometimes necessary. So, somebody connected with you needs to let go of something now. And equally, you need to let go of something as well. Maybe you need to let go of a habit. Maybe there's something else you need to let go of. Let's see what else we're getting. Okay, you are cultivating a strong vision. You are There's part of you that may be sort of grieving in some weird sort of way. You could be grieving over anything. It could be a person, or it could be just the past. You can sometimes, I know it sounds weird, but usually we're grieving for where we kind of lost ourselves for a while. But at the same time, you're getting such a clearer vision now for basically who you are. Okay, you don't really know who exactly you are yet, or what it is exactly you're doing, but you do have clarity over the fact that you know you need to keep your vibration high at the moment, and you've got a sense of what it is you want to create. So you might not have all the fine details, but you do have the general vision. And at the moment, you do have to be quite cold with certain things in your life so that you can keep your vibration high and keep your vision, you know, how you need it to be. All right. And just try not to focus too much on the feeling that there has been certain sadnesses for you, that you sort of did lose your way for a while or something like that. Let's see what else we're getting. You know, the past is the past. Don't put any attention or focus into it. It's completely pointless. It's all about having a vision for the future now. This is now an opportunity for you to develop more trust in spirit. Okay, more trust in yourself and more trust in spirit ultimately. This is a very healthy new beginning for Scorpio in this soul family. You do realise you need to just maintain a high vibration, trust in spirit more, and it's all about letting go of the past and letting go of any habits you had that just kind of got you a bit lost. Don't worry about it now. Because I tell you what, to have the Magician to the High Priestess, Scorpio in this soul family, you're doing something freaking amazing at the moment. Because the Magician and the High Priestess sit right at the top of the tree of life. You're showing spirit at the moment that you are stepping up. And that's powerful. Spirit will help you. Somebody does regret lying to you, okay? And equally, you may regret that you had been sort of lying to yourself, or a bit, like I said, lost or something like that. You'd sort of gone off track, or, you know, you'd sort of maybe got caught up in loss or regrets. Whatever it was. The main thing is you're now on track, so don't worry about it now. Okay? And it's all now, the next week you're going to notice you're trusting a lot more, you're keeping your vibration higher. Fantastic. Let's see what Spirit's helping you with. Spirit is helping you with contemplation. Very nice. So they're helping you to stay in this like state of contemplation. Contemplation is very spiritual, because what contemplation actually means is being in a state of contemplation means holding the light for spirit. And I mean, with the Magician card and the High Priestess, that's what you're doing. You're holding the light for yourself. You see? You're holding the light for yourself, and you're holding a higher vibration, you're trusting more. And someone in spirit's helping you to do this. So it's amazing, because this is a very healthy new beginning for you. And it's probably going to improve your health, but it's also going to probably improve your money as well, by the way. So keep doing what you're doing, Scorpio, because it's freaking amazing. But somebody in spirit is actually helping you do this now. It's time to let go of a period of time in your life where you had just got a bit lost and it wasn't great energy. and now that time is gone. It's all about now being tuned in to a higher vibration and a higher version of you, you know. You're going to be feeling a lot better. More and more over next week even. Let's go into Pisces. Pisces for Monday and the week ahead. Let's see what message we get for you. You can see little Gilbert down there doing his little thing. Okay, we're getting a lot of this today. Affection. Showing affection creates a loving bond. Right, so somebody might show you some affection this week. Equally, you will be showing yourself affection, okay, because it always has to be with yourself. Okay, no more neglecting yourself now. That is in the past. You're showing affection to yourself, and that is why somebody is going to be showing affection towards you. Maybe care, support, as well as affection. You've... Blimey, these two cards are powerhouses. You are magically getting what you deserve. Look at that. Magician to the Justice card. You are... I don't know if you know how you're doing it even, but you're doing it. You're getting what you deserve, mainly through maintaining a higher vibration, which could be that you're walking in your truth, but you're also being quite humble about it, like very pure, not egotistical. You're very committed to yourself, and it is changing the course of your destiny. Wow. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Magician, Justice, Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, my goodness. Pisces in this soul family, you're going to have one hell of an amazing week. It feels very gradual, but I'm telling you, the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour. Yeah? And you're going to get what you deserve. Something massive is starting to happen at this time. Somebody saying it was my fault, but I blamed you. Equally, you may realise now that you kind of blamed somebody for something, and you now realise it was kind of you all along. That did happen to me. I do have Pisces in my chart. We live, we learn, we evolve. I feel you even though we are apart. Okay, so somebody connects to you and feels you, and equally, it feels like something you could feel your truth, and it was guiding you back home. It was guiding you back home, and you were on this journey to re-find yourself, because you'd got very separated from your true self. Something magical is now happening, because I think that connection has happened. You know, you've got that affection card. Like I said, you've been showing more affection and care and support to yourself. The Wheel of Fortune is turning. A karmic pattern is coming to completion. You know, a journey that you were on is coming to an end. And finally, you're going to get what you deserve. It is gradual, but it is powerful, because I can see in the cards how powerful this is. And I think you would have wished you could have done this sooner in your life, but it doesn't matter, because you're doing it now, okay? So you're going to receive support. All right, Gilbert. You're going to receive support or love or affection. And you deserve it. Oh my God. Look at the cards. Spirit, support. Yeah, you're going to receive support. It's been a long time coming, I feel. So there you go. That's the reading for you, Pisces. Gilbert, you're being a little devil. We are not finished. We have one more reading to go, you cheeky little bugger, aren't you? you're cheeky. I wish you could see her. He's so cheeky. He wants his tummy just to be rubbed. You cheeky little devil. All right. Okay, let's do Cancer then. It's because he's hungry for a snack. That's the only reason he's coming up to me. He wants a snack. He wants some crackers. That's what I give him. But we're all out of cheesy crackers, so it's not cheesy crackers today. Okay, Cancer. Cancer for Monday and the week ahead now. Let's see what we get for you. Limbo. Oh, I'm just laughing. I can totally relate to that card straight away. Limbo. Seek clarity on mixed signals. All right. So now somebody may have been very stuck and been giving you mixed signals a lot. Weird. But equally, you've been in a funny state of limbo. You've been giving out mixed signals. And I was saying this in another reading. You cannot... I know it feels like you know what you want, but there's truly no way that you really know what you want until you actually know yourself. All right? And so you have to know yourself before you will discover what it is you really want. And that's usually why there's this limbo and things don't manifest and things stay stuck, because you don't really know who you are, so you keep changing your mind about what you want, and then you're giving out totally different signals. Does that make sense? And that's what I was doing for the last 5 years. All right. So now I know who I am. You know, this is a pivotal time for our soul family on this channel, because I know if I'm discovering who I am now, I know all of you lot are getting very close. Some of you already have done it, and others of you are very close to it. So once you know who you are, you can give out the correct signals to the universe. And we had the Magician card fall out, and I will say to you, it did come out in the upside down position, although I don't really read cards that way. So it's not been easy to hold a high vibration for Cancer in this soul family. And that's why we've been giving out mixed signals, you know, not high enough vibration for things to manifest. But guess what's happening? This is you arriving. The Knight of Cups signifies an arrival. It also signifies emotional support. You are finally giving yourself the emotional support that you deserved. You are finally arriving in your truth. So your vibration is going to really start raising now at this time. And you will find that that limbo situation, things being delayed or stuck, it's not going to stay like that for too much longer, okay? Yeah, it has felt, oh my God, that is a card of being stuck, you know, because you just basically you weren't connecting to yourself, okay? That's not connecting to yourself. That is staying stuck because you're not connecting to yourself, but you're leaving that all behind now. That is a departure. You're leaving it behind. You're not going to do that anymore. You're not going to stay stuck anymore, because you now realise that you were keeping yourself stuck, okay? So that time is over. You have given out mixed signals, and maybe you're realising now that you've got the tendency, because we won't be completely clear of this, I will say. The awakening process is, you know, it's forwards, backwards all the time. Before we can consistently maintain the new energy or the true energy, yeah? So, you know, you're really arriving, and this tendency to not connect to yourself is diminishing all the time. Somebody doesn't react when people mention your name, okay? They obviously find it triggering when they think about you, but equally, I think you have not reacted enough to your true self and you were sort of ignoring yourself. But that's not happening anymore. You're really deciding to leave that period of time behind where you were being disconnected from yourself, and you're starting to actually give yourself the care and attention that you need. So your vibration is going to really start picking up now over the next week. It's going to be a totally different vibration that you're giving out. So that's going to be really powerful. It is kind of a gradual process, like I said, but it's like a snowball effect. It just keeps building and building and building once you kind of get it right, you know? So clearly you are getting something right now, and that is just going to keep getting stronger and stronger the next week. And I think somebody is going to feel this new vibration that you're sending out. But for you, it's not really about that. You're not really doing it to get this person's attention or acknowledgement. You're doing it actually for yourself. And that's even more powerful. Somebody in spirit is helping you to have discernment. And discernment is very important. Discernment helps us observe ourselves when we are self-neglecting, you know, and discernment helps us to stay conscious, aligned with spirit. So someone in spirit is helping you to be discerning, to make sure that you do keep looking after yourself now. And so you're being guided and supported by someone in spirit to basically keep connecting to yourself and giving yourself the right care and support, which you weren't doing before. And that's why your vibration is now rising. So you're not going to be giving out mixed signals to the universe anymore. You're going to be giving out a much clearer signal, you know? And, well, that's going to get easier and easier for you to maintain, you know? It's sort of becoming more enjoyable for you to get to know yourself and enjoy that feeling of getting to know yourself. So it's getting easier to walk away from other types of dramas or kind of habits that you had. Do you see what I mean? Because your love of yourself is just becoming way more interesting, and it's interesting to you to care for yourself now. It's interesting for you to get to know yourself, you know? And someone in spirit is helping you to be more vigilant and discerning so that you don't fall into traps of giving your attention to other things or other people. So it's a sort of like two-way process. Things really should get better for you now. And I suspect how that will happen is you're going to start receiving more support from somewhere. I don't know where. It's going to be different for all of us, but you're going to be receiving some kind of support now that you weren't getting before. Okay? Because you're supporting yourself more. So keep doing that. That's what the cards are saying. Definitely you are 100% getting out of this habit of ignoring yourself and that kind of thing. So you're enjoying, the next week you're really going to notice how much you're enjoying the process of looking after yourself, caring for yourself, connecting with yourself. It's like, wow, this is really good. This is really fulfilling. And you're gonna start manifesting more support. It's gonna come, and it's gonna be really interesting to see where that support comes from. We'll see. I'm sending you lots of love and peace. If you want to book in for a reading, you're very welcome. Just contact me. If you want to book in for a birth chart session, just contact me. And yeah, lots of love, really. Thanks for supporting the channel, and thanks for giving the video a thumbs up too. Peace.